Tonight, the tri-state is in recovery mode after 3 tornadoes touched down in Butler and Warren County Sunday. The National Weather Service confirmed that about an hour ago about those tornadoes. Tonight, we are following cleanup efforts. I'm standing right outside Grace Baptist Church in Middletown. The steeple on top of this church just could not withstand last night's storms. Restoration crews were here all day working to get it off of the roof. All in all, the pastor here tells me they are grateful that damage was not more severe. School and church services can go on as scheduled, and that steeple, he tells me, is just a symbol.
We're the church, and so we're going to meet. We're going to be open on Sunday. We're going to be here to sing, to pray, to worship. A message will be preached, but life will continue to go on regardless. And we'll just wait for God's timing on all of those other things.
So there's no timeline for when they're going to rebuild, but the pastor assures me they will indeed do so. The great news here is the damage inside is minimal. The 600 kids who attend Middletown Christian here on this campus came to school today, had very few issues, if any. Now, so some families in our area are still without power tonight. Crews with Duke Energy have been on site since storms ripped through families through the area. Now, families in Mason and New Miami are still facing outages, and areas most impacted are just east of me, right here in Warren County and in Clinton County. And that's where we find WCPO 9 News reporter Sam Harris-Simowitz. He's live in Sabina right now. Sam, you were live last night during the heart of the storm. So what kind of aftermath have you seen?
Tanya, we've basically seen it all throughout our day traveling across Warren and Clinton County. We have seen roads having to be cleared as they were last night. We have seen power lines knocked down. We have seen people's structures knocked over, including playgrounds and farm equipment, and including this house right here, which saw this tree fall onto the top, right onto the roof. Emergency crews have been hard at work since Sunday night, with trees, roofs, and power lines still ripped apart on Monday, with residents finding the aftermath right outside their doorstep.
That big lightning and thunder, and I assume it must have happened at that same time because I didn't hear anything.
Tristan Boyser found this tree had toppled a roof at the front of his Sabina home.
First, I looked out the left window, I guess the right one from where we're looking, and I was like, oh, geez, that's drooping down. I'm surprised there must be a branch or something on it, and I looked out the other window, and where the branch is laying, you can actually see a branch poke straight through and knock that siding out.
And more destruction can be found about 25 minutes away where this Waynesville family lives.
Around like midnight, we lost power right at like 12:30.
How long did that last?
Till this morning.
Jessica Harshman and her husband Dean are getting started on repairs.
9 of those trees are either uprooted or snapped off.
As the winds and rain tore through their kids' playground, fences, trees, and some of their farm equipment.
Like a train, it was like, whoo! I mean, it was eerie, but it was dead silent out here. And I was like, why don't you boys come back here? And as soon as I said that, they come and sit down in the crawl space door, like slammed shut.
Thankfully, their home, family, and animals are safe, including their cow, Janet.
She was standing up, kind of walking back and forth, which I knew she was nervous, but we were able to see her from the crawl space. And luckily, like I said, that's damaged and the stuff behind her is damaged, but God chose to keep her safe too, so.
I spoke with the Clinton County Emergency Management Director earlier in the day, and he said at the worst of the storm this morning, late last night, 700 people were without power. He spoke to me around 12:30 this afternoon, and at the time, there was only about 115 people without power. So slowly but steady in this area, getting the lights back on in the places that were hit the hardest. Live in Sabina, Sam Harris-Simowitz, WCPO 9 News.